All right.
Easy mission.
All right. I'm just going to make sure we are live. Welcome to the live stream tonight, folks. Thank you for joining us. I have a few special guests here that I am going to bring in just a moment. But tonight, we'll be kind of talking about all sorts of things, the market in general, what's going on. We will also be talking about ApeCoin. We will be talking about Bitcoin, Voyager Token, ICP, CKB, Ethereum. You guys kind of get the drift. So, with that said, I think I'm going to bring in my first guest tonight. Very special guest. I met him when I went on Crypto Wendy's channel, and we just kind of clicked ever since. So I am going to bring on Bitcoin Renegade, and we also have Crypto Airborne joining us tonight. So thanks, guys, for being here tonight, man. It's been a long time. I've wanted to have you on this channel but it's tricky to get everybody's schedules to line up and whatnot. So, yeah, thanks for being here, man.
Right. Thanks for having me. This is a privilege of mine to be on your show. I've been looking forward to it, and it's just kind of like every time you were able to do it, like I wasn't able to, and then when I was able to do it, you weren't able to, and but we made it happen, and that's what matters, right? So, let me just introduce myself. My name is Jeff. I run a channel on YouTube called Bitcoin Renegade, and just started my own website called BitcoinRenegade.net. But I'm just kind of like a normal guy. I was a family guy at a young age. I had a lot of life experience, and so fast forward a lot. I get into crypto about 18 months ago, and about 2 years ago, actually. And I was working at DoorDash at the time, right? Making hardly any money. And I found out that I would make more money in a month in crypto than I would all year on DoorDash. So I gave up my work at DoorDash for a full-time position in crypto and YouTube. And now I have the privilege to be on Six Fig Stocks channel and talk about ICP and Bitcoin. I'm learning about Voyager Token and CKB through these guys. But I think I have a lot of information on the internet computer that would be valuable to not only Six Figs, but his audience and my audience as well. So that's what I am here tonight to do. And very graciously, I should say.
Yeah, so I'm glad everything was able to work out and that you were able to make it.
Yeah,
I think I don't see Crypto Airborne back yet, but he'll be coming here. I'm just gonna put out another quick tweet right now. There we go. All right, so after we kind of met on Crypto Wendy's channel, there's Airborne. What's happening tonight, man?
I just had to take a quick break. I just did an hour live stream on my channel with a couple people, dude. Just going over all the crazy stuff we'll probably talk about here with Ray. Yeah, Ray was in there too. What's up, Ray?
I'll have to check that out, man.
Yeah, we were talking about the ApeCoin, and then we did a deep dive on the Voyager NFT wallet, which nobody has talked about yet on Twitter. But glad I could be on tonight, man.
Yeah, so I thought maybe we'd just kick things off with that whole Bored Ape Yacht Club crypto coin now, ApeCoin, which was just listed to the Voyager platform today. You convinced me to pick up, I don't know, I picked up I've got 21 ape coins or something like that. Whatever a couple $100 got me, I just kind of threw into it. I got in at an average cost of $8.97. It's up to $10.44 right now. So
how many do you have again? Well, you don't have
21.
Well, you're earning interest on Voyager.
That's why
they're offering.
Once I saw the 20,
2% interest if you hold a minimum of 10 ape coins on the platform, which they announced too today.
Yeah, I'll be dumping this off in a little bit.
Yeah, possibly. Man, I don't know about this ape coin. There's had to have been a lot of coordination prior to this, just because every single major exchange literally listed it today. Because Bored Ape Yacht Club is the biggest, if not behind CryptoPunks or whatever, which I think they just bought out or whatever. I could be totally wrong. Someone bought out someone, but anyway, Bored Ape Yacht Club. If you're into NFTs, you've definitely heard of that whole thing.
Can I say something about what you said? You're right. It is the Bored Ape Yacht Club that bought out the CryptoPunks.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, really? So they actually bought out the CryptoPunks. I didn't hear about that.
The labs did. The company behind it did.
Yep.
Interesting. Do you know how much it was for? Probably, yeah. It was probably
they didn't disclose that.
Interesting. I'm sure it'll come to the surface here soon.
But I don't know if you guys know too much detail about it. I know generally about like the ape coin and whatnot. So if you owned a Bored Ape Yacht Club, a Mutant Ape Yacht Club, or a Bored Ape Club with a pairing of a mutant or an ape,
not only just from the NFTs, but then you got like this secondary thing that happened that nobody could see coming at the time when they started buying these Bored Ape NFTs. Like, wow, I can't imagine like the original investment on 100 Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs probably wasn't $1 million. The dude probably just scooped up a bunch of them for under $1 million, or I don't know, who knows? Maybe he's got more than $1 million into it. But
I almost bought one. Crazy story.
Well, let's hear it.
So back when the market was like really hot and I had a pretty decent crypto wallet and I was like dabbling into the NFT space and whatnot. There was one, I think it was like, I don't know if it was the floor price. It was like $120,000 or something like that at the time. I was like, I should just do it, and I'll just transfer, some money from Voyager to my MetaMask and then just pull the trigger and hold on to it at the time. And I never did it. I was so close to doing it because I was like, this is crazy thinking about it. It's like a stupid JPEG, 120 grand for like the average person. That's like ridiculous. But now the floor price, actually, I just talked about it. I think the floor price right now, I'm looking at it,
275,000,
85.5 ETH is the cheapest one right now. For what'd you say?
I thought it was around 285.
$240,000 right now.
I was a little off.
Bored Ape 5407. If you guys want to buy one.
That's crazy. I mean, and I just can't help but to think like JPEG art, who would have ever thought?
Yeah, but it's just, if you look at it this way, though, I know you're saying it's JPEG, like anybody can just kind of copy it, but it's kind of the same thing with like if you copied the Mona Lisa, right? It's going to be a copy of it, but it's not going to be worth anything because it's not the real thing, and you actually own the rights to it. That's the only thing I'd say. Yeah, those people are saying, "Oh, just copy it and you have it." Well, technically you don't because it's on a blockchain and it's not worth anything. So
Yeah. And it's their governance token too. So like whatever future things that they have for the project.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know what they're voting because every governance token has their own like type of voting things that they put up, they put out there, or whatever. But it's supposed to be like their governance token. There's their Bored Ape DAO that they have that you can stake it, or you can stake your.
Can you show us any of that? Do you have it on your screen?
I was just looking it up. I haven't got that. I haven't even got really into it until today and yesterday once they announced it. It's real interesting. But they have like Ape DAO that I want to say it's like between 17 and 20% interest that you can earn just holding the coin. That's why Voyager offered 2%, which is nothing. But who knows how much they're going to profit off of the rest of it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they always do that. But
yeah.
They got to make money. Everyone's got to make money.
That's
I do want to look into that though. The staking of the ape coin on their DAO, which that's my next thing I'm gonna do tomorrow. But I don't know if you guys or anyone in the comments know about that. But I remember briefly reading about that prior to this.
Yeah, for sure.
No, but what I wanted to talk about a little bit, sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt, but is the counterpart on the internet computer. If I could just share my screen real quick.
Absolutely. See here. All right, just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Okay. So the Definity Space Apes are the ICP version of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and they are a lot cheaper, less gas fees. I know a lot of people don't have $100,000 to spend on apes. So if you guys are like a big fan of the Bored Ape Yacht and you don't want to spend, a lot, because look at the average floor price is only 3.40. They are the same exact thing, basically, except they are space apes and they're not mutant apes, or bored apes. But they do look cool. And if you look at the most expensive ones, they are fire. I really like these. And if you are like a connoisseur and you want to spend a lot of money on these, you never go to the very top, though. I mean, they might have some cool ones, but you're going to want to go like right into the middle somewhere. If you want like a really good one, I would go somewhere right about here. And then I would look for one of the ones that I wanted. Like, look at this guy. He has just a lot of cool things about him. This is 98. It's only $1,500. This is a space ape. And you will make a lot of money off of these, though. There is an active community of people wanting to buy these. And so look at this guy, bought it for $9. And this thing, it's going for 98 now. And I bet you this guy sells it. Because look, if you look at it, each one of these things makes it more rare. The background, the hat part, the eyes, the mouth, and then his suit as well. So each one of these things is making it more rare. So that's all I wanted to share.
Is there any utility in like governance or anything behind those, or is it just strictly just the artwork?
Yeah, no, for right now, all of the governance happens through the internet computer. They don't have anything like that yet.
So gotcha. Entry pot. So that is that just Definity?
Yeah, I'm done sharing my screen now.
Okay. Right. And so that entry pot, that NFT marketplace on Definity, is that like one of the more premier NFT marketplaces?
Oh, it's the top one.
It is.
Yes, okay. That is the one that I go to. I actually hold like 5 NFTs right now because they're doing an airdrop on the Ichimojis. If you hold 5 of them, you get one of the Legends, the new game that's coming out, for free. So those are 60 to a couple $100. So I'm like, hey, if I hold 5, I get 60 to a couple $100 free, man.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
But the space apes, man, that's what I wanted to talk about with you guys. That's a cheap man's, like, I'm not rich, but I could probably borrow enough money to get 100,000. But like I said, 240,000, there is no way that I could afford a Bored Ape for that much. So
I mean, maybe if we all put like our homes and stuff and our cars and whatever we have up for collateral, and just do a sweep of as many Bored Ape Yacht Club,
right? Corner the market on them,
right? Well, yeah, that's cool. Thanks for showing that to us, man.
Yeah, thank you guys.
I want to go ahead and just quickly pull up. Since we're talking about this ape coin, and if this thing just seems like it is blowing up. You had mentioned Airborne that this thing was up 6,000% or something.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the weird thing. I don't know where those numbers came from. I know it's on Voyager. If you look on the Voyager app, it'll say it was up 86 to 95,000% in an hour when it first was launched at 8:30 a.m. Eastern this morning. But I mean, I don't know the price prior to that. There was no price. So I don't know how they, valued it, or like how they put a price point on it. But I think it, depending on where you look, I don't know, CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. I want to say that it if it was first airdropped to everyone at first, all the holders, and it was like $16 or something like that. Then it just dumped. It plummeted all the way down to like $7 something, and then now it's kind of stabilized. I think around like $8-9.
Yeah. So right now, we are seeing this at about $10.80, and I am kind of. We'll go over this chart here in a second.
Is it on TradingView yet? Like, I know it's only been a day.
It's not. But there's this CoinGecko terminal has a plugin on. I don't know, to Wrapped ETH, Ape to Wrapped ETH. I don't know where they got this, but I've tried to look this up. Unless they've added this to TradingView within, what do they got? Ape USD. Let's look at this. Ape. Oh, shit. Look at this.
Nice.
No data. But
It's
see,
actually
this
doing
is
pretty good right now.
Oh, hell yeah, it is.
I'm actually up. I'm actually up now. I'm up.
Good.
Oh, here we go.
Bucks.
Here we go.
Right on, bro.
Here's the chart. We got
Love
the
hearing
chart.
that.
Okay, so this isn't a very good chart.
For the first time all
this
day.
is something's weird with this. It's not showing us accurate dollar amounts. Nonetheless, we'll skip that and just kind of head right over to ApeCoin, which is now ranked number 88 in the entire crypto market cap.
What?
So it's sneaking up on ICP. It has blown Voyager and Nervos out of the water.
So I have a question. Is this the next Dogecoin, but for apes?
Dude, I don't know. It very well could be. There's a 1 billion supply. Circulating supply, though, the circulating supply is 114 million coins. So when we start looking at stuff like that, I mean, we could see a epic squeeze like none other. With 100 and we'll just round it up to 115 million coins. I don't know, guys. Like that little amount of coins in circulation is like, fuck, you see these things, these low market cap coins just freaking go parabolic. And what a better way to make a coin go parabolic if you're launching a new coin and you only circulate out 115 million coins. Like that's going to do the trick. So this thing has a market cap of, what do we got? $1.2 billion right now. So this thing's up $200 million in the last few hours, which is insane. But it is what it is. So I don't know if, like you said, is this going to be like the next thing, like Dogecoin or Shiba? You know, it's just, I mean, we're seeing this thing really climb the ranks quick. You know, let's just go ahead and look at some of the coins it sits in company with too. Here we have
then let's check out that website afterwards, the ape.com that you saw over there.
Yeah, we'll check that out here in a sec. But yeah, here it is at rank number 88, up 22% in the last hour alone. So, you know, as this thing starts, I could easily see this thing climb into 5-10 billion market cap quick.
That's why I'm holding on a little bit longer, I think.
Same. I think a 5x is easily obtainable from here. Not financial or trading advice, but this thing could possibly land up around the top 25-ish coin. I mean, we've got Shiba coin and Dogecoin hanging out at rank 13 and 15. So if this is another meme coin, maybe it's not. I feel like the Bored Ape Yacht Club, you know, that project has the respect of a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
big names too.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say the same thing about like Shiba and Doge. They have a hardcore following, no question about it.
That's it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So, and how many people follow him? That's why.
Yeah,
right. So I don't know, guys. I think that there might be an opportunity here. It's on.
Yeah, Voyager. I wish you guys would have told me this morning when you were buying them.
Are you on? Do you have Voyager app?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it is on there. Like I said, I think I got in at under $9 or something, and
I bought $300 worth on MetaMask. I swapped some coins that I had for it at 8:25 a.m. because they weren't supposed to go live until 8:30 a.m. Eastern, and I kept trying like 10 minutes prior. I'm like, they're gonna release liquidity.
Smart right when they open.
Yep. So I was able to get in, and guess how much gas fee was when I first paid?
Did you buy them? You didn't buy them on.
I bought some. Yeah, my MetaMask.
Oh, on MetaMask.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get it on Voyager?
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
I still did, yeah. Oh. But the gas fee was only $15.
What?
At 8:25 a.m. when I got that when I did it. Then they put the tweet out. They're like, "Oh, liquidity, we're good to go. You guys can, get the ape coin and whatnot." And then I went to just try it again to just for shits and giggles or whatever. And gas fee was $150 plus because everyone just went in to try to get it. And the blockchain was congested and everything. So then gas fees shot up. So it was totally pointless to even buy on there. I was like, screw this. I'm just going to wait for Voyager to, release it and whatnot. So then I think Voyager, it came out, I don't know, because I'm in the Discord for VGX Heroes. Someone just said, hey, it's listed. And that was before Twitter Voyager even tweeted, hey, ApeCoin's now live. It was like 20 minutes prior too. So I FOMO'd in right as soon as they listed it. And I bought in like $2,000 worth at like $10, I think is my average or something like that.
Okay.
But
nice.
So is this an Ethereum token?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Man. So we're going to do some stuff here. This isn't my typical chart that I have set up here. So I'm just going to add a few. I'm going to make sure I got all my stuff in order here. I'm not even sure if they will allow me to change much here. What in the world is going on?
I guess it would have to. It would have to be an Ethereum token because it's on Uniswap.
This thing's at $11 now.
Gosh. I should just cash out now. Make my $150 profit.
See here, I gotta.
Sometimes that's the smart move, man. But it depends,
I'm up 26%. I think what I'm gonna do is take out my profit. I'm going to take everything out but my profits. And
moon bags, baby.
Yep. So there we go. Okay,
that's what Crypto Wendy always says. Get them moon bags.
Yep. So
price prediction video.
That's true. Which one of you guys are going to do it?
I'll do it. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so I'm out of Ape. Nice 30% profit, but I left the profits in it, so it's free ride now.
Okay, let's see if it dumped the coin. Did his?
I feel like go to zero. Wojak is about to show
right?
up here.
That's exactly what went through my mind when you said that. The one dude sell, another dude holding. Oh, you tanked it. I thought you said on 3.
One of the zero budget stories came out with a video today about getting rug pulled on ApeCoin. Did you guys see that one? Yeah, zero budget stories. He's like the biggest Wojak channel. I saw it right before I went live on my channel. I was like, man, I can watch that. It's probably hilarious. It was like when Wojak got rug pulled on ApeCoin.
That's funny.
Man, I wish I would know. How long has this been in the works, this ApeCoin? Like, this is the first I've heard of it.
I have not heard of it since yesterday.
Yeah. Same. I didn't hear about it till Airborne blew up my cell phone this morning. He's like, ApeCoin.
Voyager. This is how I heard about it. So Voyager tweeted it on their Twitter saying, hey, we're going to list Ape tomorrow. There might be something in store. Because usually when they list something, they list it, it's listed. But then they did something where like, hey, keep your eye out for Ape tomorrow. So I was like, what? This is weird. This is different. So I started like Googling it all last night, and then it was the Bored Ape Yacht Club like governance coin, and then I went to their Twitter page, and it's like, hey, we're gonna list on all these major exchanges. Like, what the heck is this? So then I did all my research late last night, and then here we are today. It's just crazy.
That's awesome, man. I tell you what though, like I trust Crypto Airborne's freaking research that he does, because and when he's like, I'm buying into this, I'm doing whatever this guy's doing too.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Tonight, my live stream before this, deep diving the Voyager NFT wallet, was pretty good. They've got some things coming up that I have a lot of questions for. Like I want to have Steve on my channel, the CEO, and just ask him these questions. There's some weird NFTs that they're holding right now for, I don't even know what they're for. So I don't know if it's like something they're going to add to their platform. Like this is just like kind of deep diving stuff that I was doing today.
Yeah, we got 30 in Wake Up. Just jumped out and kept my profit 26 apes still. So I'll get the interest from Voyager. That a boy.
Smart man.
That a boy. And we got Airborne's deep dive was great. Definitely piqued my interest. I hopped in right there at the end, dude, and you were killing it. You had a ton of people in there, and
Yeah,
I got to go back and
surprisingly
watch
a really
that.
good, really good live stream for me.
Yeah, that was awesome, dude.
I've been kind of quiet on my channel lately. I've just been, trying to take time with family the last couple of days, but
that's good, man.
Always good to do.
Yeah,
I'm the same way.
Family first.
Yep. I've been really taking a break the last month, just taking care of stuff that I needed to take care of, but yeah. Well, let's just take a quick peek here at these charts. Obviously, this is not anything crazy concrete. This is just in the moment right now. We're looking at a 1 minute chart, which can get really dicey. But one thing I just wanted to shed light on here is there could have been this possible Elliott wave theory impulse wave to the upside. I think everybody might agree that could be what we're seeing here. I wish I could get this full screen for everyone. We're lucky we're even looking at a chart right now of ApeCoin.
Yeah.
When we're looking at this, though, we can see that this is the top here. Right about when I sold off here was about the top. And now we can see that price is starting to come back down. And what we're seeing here is possibly a setup for, oh my goodness, I don't know what that was about. I'm going to be expecting some sort of ABC or ABCDE retracement out of this. Something like this or like this. And since this is the 1 minute chart, if I had to take a guess, we might see something, this thing kind of retrace. But I want to just go ahead and throw up a little basic Fibonacci, and let's just kind of take some guesses as to where this thing could go. Because this is a nice play. I mean, we started this live stream right at the right time, and we took a little bit of profits here right at the top.
That was smart.
That was awesome.
But I think this could end up being $100 coin in the future.
Oh, for sure. You're right.
Just because 10X. Of what it is. And,
I mean, yeah, perhaps.
Oh, I just checked it, guys. I should have cashed out right when we were talking about it.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I'm down $13 now. It's dumping. Dang it.
Wait, you were up 150. Now you're down 13?
Yeah, I just checked it. I'm down $9 now.
Wait, you're down? Wait, you're down? You've lost money?
Down $9, yeah.
Oh, dang. So that was one thing. Like this morning, Crypto Airborne blew my phone up about this. And I'm like, damn, I really want to invest in this, but the spread was crazy. Like the bid and the ask prices were like $5.
It's because there was no exchanges that had it yet, and Voyager is a brokerage, so they go to other exchanges for their liquidity. So once it started to get listed on all these other exchanges throughout the day, the spread got a lot thinner.
Yep.
Imagine if Coinbase took it in.
Dude, that's what Airborne was telling me about.
No, it's listed on Coinbase. It's listed
on
Binance.
Oh, it is. I did see that. Yep. You're right. It is.
It's pretty much on every exchange right now. Like, let me see. I think I had it pulled up. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't know what exchange it's not on that's big right now. Let me just check. I'm actually curious. I have it pulled up. Let me see. I'm curious to see where the most volume is coming from. ApeCoin. Okay. Markets. Here we go.
Dang, so, it says 961%.
Most volume is Binance. Ape USDT, $704 million. And then Uniswap, $406 million, 19%. Coinbase was third, $135 million. OKX, fourth, $116. FTX, $112. Binance, Gate.io, NAMI, KuCoin, blah, 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 Kraken. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I just dumped all my original money that I'd taken out of my portfolio.
It's number
God, you literally timed it. You literally timed it during the stream. The top.
That was by luck, and I just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Number 26 in popularity on Coinbase.
That's crazy. So yeah, there might be an opportunity here to buy back in. It's just gonna depend. Man, these charts are being really finicky, and I can't really pull this up in like logarithmic mode or linear mode, or I don't know what we're looking at here, and things are just shit getting kitty wampus here. But I would expect something at least to come down to, man, even the 61.8 50% level, but we could look for a little bit of support around this $10.30, $9.07, $9.22. Maybe we'll see people start buying the dip at this 50% level. That's quite the popular thing to do. But I don't know. We'll just and keep in mind, this is the minute chart, and the fact that we're finding this on some random CoinGecko website. I don't know exactly how much I trust this thing. So we have that going, and I just lost all my indicators and stuff. So we'll just kind of keep our eyes on this right now for the stream. But one thing that I wanted to do was just kind of pull up some TA here and just kind of go through the market. So have you guys been keeping your eyes on Bitcoin today at all? Either of you?
No, I've been all wrapped up in the ape coin and the Voyager thing, and then I had family over for St. Patrick's Day, so I was pretty busy in the afternoon. But
Nice.
yeah, how is Bitcoin doing? I don't really know.
So Bitcoin right now is holding strong above 40. We are looking at strong support about 40,200. I say if we break below that, we're probably heading back down towards somewhere around 38 to 37. But for right now, we're holding strong, and I'd like to see continued, volume and support there. But as for technicals, I did a little bit of technical analysis earlier on my channel yesterday, and we've kind of stayed the same way. I predicted more sideways move action, and that's what I'm thinking right now, that we're going to have more sideways action on Bitcoin right now before a movement either to the up or the downside. I think more, like you said, more focus today is on the Bored Ape yacht. So I think a lot of people were trying to make money in that, and that's why Bitcoin is going to go sideways. But as you know, these things only last for a couple of days, and then the money will go back into Bitcoin. So it is a good thing that this all happened and a lot of money didn't get taken out of Bitcoin. That is the thing that we look for. So like when you have a multi-billion-dollar asset that pumps massively in one day, that can affect, and people pull out their money out of Bitcoin, right? And they put it into these other things. So you could have Bitcoin dump when you have another asset like this that's competing directly with Bitcoin, but it didn't do that. So that shows that there is strength in the market right now. That is more of like a fundamental analysis. If Six Figs wants to actually do the TA on here, that would be pretty cool. And then we can see where we are from a technical point as well.
Yeah, definitely. And so like right now, Bitcoin is just in this huge, massive symmetrical triangle squeeze to boot. So it is kind of nice to see it kind of obeying some of this trend line, the last day or two. But I do think you're right. If this thing breaks to the downside, yeah, we're going to probably see it. Yeah, if we don't hold above this 40-ish level, I think we'll come down, test this 200. This is on the 1 hour chart. But 38,000, somewhere in there is where this thing could land. I can just tell right now that this thing's setting up for a symmetrical triangle bear leg here. So if we just kind of zoom in, we can see that this nice bear leg here, and there's not really a symmetrical triangle here, but there's some sort of squeeze happening, and it's testing this 200 moving average right now. So it's going to get interesting to see if
kind of a descending triangle right there.
Possibly. Yeah, I agree. And I do think that, if this does hold above 40, I mean, you could even make the argument that, hey, there might even be some sort of bull flag, that might be here to break to the upside. So I'm thinking, if we can hop out of this trend here, that might be a nice move upwards. I would love to see it return to these $45,000, $50,000 levels, but only time will tell. Let's look at Bitcoin on the daily.
Real quick, 30 to Wake Up said Ape is pumping, and I'm already back up $140 again.
Take your profits, buddy.
I know. I'm thinking about it.
No, I don't know.
Is it going to go past it? I got to see if it's. I got to keep my eye on it here.
Yeah.
Is it going to break it?
I mean,
it's like a 50-50 call. You wait, it goes up. You get out, it goes way up, right? So who knows?
Yeah. So,
that's what happens. If you sell it, it goes up. If you don't, it goes down.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. So, I mean, we might even be seeing something like this happen here.
Why are there gaps in between those?
Dude, candles? It's probably trying to pull. Yeah, it's trying to pull data. It's trying to pull data from all sorts of places, and like I was saying, who knows exactly
when the price pumps? Yeah, I don't know the technical reason, but when we have price movement on the 1 minute like that, and there's a lot of it that happens real quick, and you see a price jump like that, that's when I normally see those candles.
Adam in the comments said it's projected to go past 70. Hold it.
There you go.
24 at 702 on coupon.
Man, I'll hold it. If it's projected to go past 70, I'll definitely hold it. I mean, if it go to 0, I could care less. I mean, but damn.
Yeah, take your moon bags then, man.
I know. Yeah, I'll wait for another big pump, take my profit, and just let the rest ride.
See, that's another way to do it. Take your profit too, or take your original investment out.
That's what I love doing that. If I can get my original investment out, I mean, it's just I have nothing to lose.
There's some resistance up there at 11, huh? 12.
There is. Yeah, so we may in fact be seeing this reset. And this could actually head down to maybe this 161.8, somewhere around this $10.21 level. That wouldn't surprise me. And this would be a very typical corrective wave. I'm not trying to scare people or anything. For all I know, we could be getting fed inaccurate data here.
But then again,
here's where candles are all set
where
up.
I'm not a TA guy like you, and
I'm just learning.
But think about, okay, this is like a new coin that is really popular all over the place, just listed, 1 minute chart. Is there any other coins that you can compare something like this movement that you guys have ever seen in the past? So like SHIB, when it was started, I could think of SHIB. We talked about that on my live stream.
ICP at Genesis,
like when everyone was talking about it, like it was going crazy. Like within the first day or two, what was price action like?
So you mentioned ICP. That thing squeezed up to like $800 or something.
Yeah, $750 on Coinbase and $900 elsewhere. So, and it happened all in days. But a lot of people bought at the top. So a lot of people are buying Ape at 1130 right now and expecting to make a profit. I mean, it's possible, but don't buy the coins at the top, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Wait for a dip. But more on ICP, it went up. But the bad thing about that is if it goes way, way up and then just comes down for months, you're going to lose a lot of that community's support. And so I don't want that for Bored Ape. But that tends to be what happens, though.
Yeah, there's some recovery that is prolonged.
I'll be right back.
You may just never get that back. Well, ICP, I've been kind of toying with this. Like I said, I've been working on a little deal with them to possibly start producing some videos with them. I haven't heard anything back from them yet, but it is in the works. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I'll
put in a good word for you. No,
I appreciate
I'm sure that wouldn't matter.
Oh, it might. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's up. So I just threw up real quick a Fibonacci time sequence on ICP, and I'm really having some issues just trying to time things, with time sequence. I'll have to really study this at a higher level when we go back into doing technical analysis. I just want to check on this. Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh, wow.
Dude.
Kept going.
Elizabeth bought ICP at $287.
I'm up $200 now. Should I just do it?
Boy.
I'm just kidding.
Whatever you got to do.
I'm going to hodl on, man. This is fun. I don't know. I like
700.
If I sell
that
it all,
would be cool.
If I sell it all, it'll be boring then. And like,
right?
I won't care. I gotta like stay in it, man. It's like part of the thing. You know what I mean?
I love your resolve, man. Love it.
Yeah.
I've got skin in it too.
I'm gonna hodl on.
Look at this thing go,
Good
guys.
man.
Jeez.
My goodness.
Okay, so can you redo your TA on that?
Yeah, let's
Elliott Wave.
We do have a little bit more Elliott Wave. We do have a little bit more Elliott Wave inside of Elliott Wave here.
So you're telling me I could have just bought while we were on live and made a ton of money?
Quite possibly.
Oh my goodness.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, because I could have bought right here when you had that retrace. Oh man.
Yeah. But this is typically what we'll see with Elliott Wave is we'll see like on a daily chart, you know, over several weeks, we'll see just like series of these little waves within waves. So like he will have huge Elliott Wave theory sequences with a bunch of these little waves within it. So yeah, there's some stuff going on here. Let's just see. Let's just see what we got.
I'm gonna check their Twitter. I wonder if there was like an announcement or something.
So let's watch this at the $11.66 level and just kind of see what happens. Somewhere up here, we may see a little bit of a retracement. $11.65-ish level. But that is this is kind of fun just keeping our eyes on it, and this could be a total huge bull trap too. So wave 5 top right there. Don't chase the green candles, Marcos says.
I should just cash out and then buy.
So if you get the 3, the 4th wave and the 5th wave, I've heard are always the best. So that's just in what I've heard. So I don't know if that's true or not.
So yeah,
so we already have a third. This is the 3rd wave, right?
Yeah, this is the 5th. So this is the 5th wave up here.
So that might be the last one then.
This could be the temporary top. We just never know. Like I said, there could be bigger waves like this that are happening.
And then that would be
we get these little, and so then we get like we can kind of see here. We get these little waves inside of these legs here, and if we just look at this, see, I'm looking at this red part here and this red part here where there might be something like this happening here. And then here's a perfect example of kind of what I was talking about with the ABCDE corrective wave that hit. So that's an ABCDE corrective wave that hit right after. So there could be a lot of little Elliott wave theory impulses and retracements.
Small dump right now.
Is there?
Yep. And I just sold everything. I made $170 profit.
That a boy.
I'll buy back in lower. I think I'm going to buy back in lower again. I'm just going to play with this one.
I got to get my RSI.
I am just like you with that. I'm buying. No, I'm holding. No, I'm
dumping. Dude, I sold good. Oh my gosh. It keeps dumping now. A little bit.
I do the same stuff.
Because you only know at the moment. Like, that's why I always follow my gut. Like, my brain's telling me to hold, but my gut's telling me to sell.
I sold at $11.65, my whole bag.
Not a boy.
I don't know how many, like $2,000 worth, whatever that is. 198 ahead.
Yeah, profits, right?
So I would like to invite both of you guys to my channel one of these days because if you use Restream, we can go live on all 3 of our channels at the same time. Okay. That way we can get all of the viewers from your channel, my channel, and all of our channels and his channel, Crypto Airborne, all in one. And then we can do that on your guys' too if you want. And then that way we'll get all the viewers from all the channels.
Yeah, definitely. I just kind of really like StreamYard and stuff just because I pay like $50 a month for it.
Can you do that with StreamYard too? Like where you go live on all the channels?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I really haven't looked into it. Yeah, I haven't looked into it too closely. But yeah,
I pay for the most expensive one on StreamYard, or what I don't even know what it is, because you're supposed to get 1080p. But then when you go back and watch it, it's like still not 1080p. It's like real slow and choppy.
Well, you got
yours looks better. Look at yours compared to mine, though. Like directly compare them. Yours looks a lot crisper than mine.
Yeah, you look pretty crisp.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit more clear than you. It looks like a little fuzzy, but
it could be just that you need more lighting in there too. You could have noise issues. That's like right now, I got like a nice DSLR. Like I've got a light there, a light there, a light there, a light there, a light back there. You know, it's just lights here. So it's just kind of like you just got to feed that camera enough light. Might be able to clean your pictures up.
Yeah.
But back to our baby ape coin.
Is it still dumping?
You know what? This thing,
I sold it all. It's
kind of like there might be some rising wedge that's forming here as well. So just be careful on this, guys. You know, Airborne knows how I like to talk about the rising wedge and how that thing will just rock your socks off. And we see it all the time. Well, let's take a quick break here from our little ape coin and just kind of go over the market. So you guys holding any Cardano, or have you guys heard any news? What's going on there? I saw Charles Hoskinson was griping and bitching about pineapple pizza the other day and how pineapple shouldn't go on pizza. And I agree with you. I love it.
Something's wrong with that, man.
I like it.
I like Charles Hoskinson, man, but I love pineapple on my pizza.
I do too. You know, if you had to make me choose, I'd choose the pineapple on.
But he's brilliant. That's why I think projects that have brilliant people behind them are going to do very, very well. Charles Hoskinson is a very intelligent man, and I think that's why Cardano has done so well. A lot of projects do better without somebody as the face of the company. But if you have someone like him or, to lead up the face, I think that's good. But that aside, the project is probably one of the most fundamentally sound projects out there besides Ethereum and, Bitcoin, right? So it is definitely a future coin that's going to be around for many, many years to come. And it will directly compete with Ethereum in a way, but I think they're all going to kind of shine light on each other. That's the way I think crypto is going to go. Less competition and more filling the gaps in what we need in the technology. I think all crypto kind of works, and Cardano is a very important cog in that wheel of the future, guys. So that is my opinion. Now, technicals, I think it is at a bedrock level. I really believe that now is the time for altcoins to be accumulated. Any layer ones I'm buying right now, like your Algorands, your Cardanos, your Solanas, your AVAXs, all of those good layer one projects, because they have a future. And so that's my standpoint. I know you guys probably have your own way to look at it, but one thing I'm learning from you guys is CKB. I've never heard of that crypto. And does it have any correlation with Cardano or anything? Or
yeah, so it's basically CKB is it's a blockchain. Basically, the way it works is developers who have built dApps on like all these other blockchains will be able to just like port over their dApp to Nervos network, and it'll be able to interact with like all these, basically interact with all the blockchains.
So it's not directly on Cardano. Okay, that's what that person, whatever they said, kind of confused me. I was like, wait, is it a Cardano coin? No, it's its own Nervos. Okay, sorry about that.
And so Nervos is basically bridging to all these other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, and they have bridged to Cardano. That bridge should come out soon. So there'll be basically the seamless flow of interoperability between all these other cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And
that's what I was talking about, them all connecting that gap. And you're talking exactly that bridge or integration. That's another good one.
Yep. So that, I mean, it's one of those things, like I agree with you. You kind of in the respect where Every crypto is going to play an important role in the ecosystem, and it's going to be nice to see it all kind of work together like the engine of a car or something.
Love it.
But yeah, I know Crypto Airborne was very early into Cardano, and I can remember him telling me to buy it at like 17 cents, and we were playing like Call of Duty or something, and I was like, no, dude, you're like dumb. And then he was freaking knocking home run after home run out of the park.
Yeah, I mean, I heard of Cardano since 2017. I've invested, I think my best buy was like 2 cents or something like that. But I strongly accumulated a shit ton between like 8 cents and 16 cents with all the Amazon stock money that I got. So instead of like holding Amazon stock, I cashed out shares and shares of it at the time, put it straight into Cardano. And I had a couple 100,000 Cardano at one point. I was a Cardano millionaire. And that was like when it hit like $3.12 or whatever. And then it came back down. I didn't cash out because I was being greedy, kept going down, down and down. And then I eventually ended up selling a lot for like around $1.92. I put a video out about it. So even though I could have doubled of what I cashed out on, I did cash out the majority of my bag around $1.92 ish. But yeah, it's bleeding out right now. I think we got to be near the bottom, at least technically. Great buy right now. Definitely a great buy right now. I believe in the project. It's definitely a long-term hold project wise and everything. Like I believe in, Charles Hoskinson. I've watched tons of his videos and whatnot, but it's just the fundamentals don't match the coin price, the token price, just like I think Voyager and a lot of these other coins, CKB, the fundamentals. There's tons of fundamentals with a lot of these projects, but the price doesn't, matter. But we're still so early with it. You got to think at least when you invest into something, have it be at least 3 to 5 years type of thing. So like a lot of these companies, they've been around a while, yes, but just further getting back into the crypto space and Web 3.0 and all that type of stuff, I still think we're early. And I
mean the crypto market is about $1.5 trillion, 1.7. So I mean, what's going to happen when this thing's sitting at 5-10 trillion? It's going to happen eventually someday.
It's going to take over gold too, because gold's at 10 trillion. So, it was. I don't know what it's at now, but gold's sat right around 10 trillion. So with Cardano, if you go look at my Twitter, I made one of the best calls on Cardano right after it got listed on Coinbase. I was telling all my followers to buy it, and the price went down after that for like a week, right? And then it went way up because I was like, I lost half of my money because I put like $3,000 in. And I'm like, guys, we're going to have an all-time high. Cardano $2. I put that on my Twitter. Literally 6 days after I made that tweet, Cardano $2. It went to $2 and we all just took tons of profit. And so it's just an awesome project. And you can tell when there's momentum behind a project. Like, why did that happen? Well, one, it got listed on Coinbase. Another one right after that, it had smart contracts introduced into Cardano, which changed the whole ecosystem, forever. Because now you can have your non-fungible tokens. You can have, your decentralized exchanges. You can create your assets on there. Boom. And now it's like a multi-billion-dollar, company. And it's worth it too. So
yeah,
I love Cardano. One of my favorite cryptos. Definitely top 10.
For sure. I agree. Yeah. So, I mean, as far as the charts are concerned, falling wedge, 50 is looking good. Price action's really pressing this trend line here. So I think that if we get a nice break, we'll see this thing come right up to about $1. If we can break through that, we may come up to test this 200 moving average over the next few weeks. Maybe
what is that at?
$1.50, about $1.50 to $1.60, somewhere in there. Would be my guess. But right now, I mean, when we start looking at this, let's just throw up. I'm just gonna kind of toy with some things and just see if I can get some of this Fibonacci to fit in. Kind of a hard play here. Bear with me 1 second, guys.
That's okay. I'm going to share this everywhere real quick.
Yep, sounds good. What do we got? Oh, were you going to share something, Bitcoin Renegade?
No, sorry. No. I meant on Twitter. My bad. I was going to share the video.
Oh, okay.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, I mean, when we look at Cardano on a grander scale, we can see that price has come down to this 786 damn near. So I think Cardano is ready to pull a reversal. Like I said, this is more of on a grand scale, long-term Fibonacci retracement. So I think, falling wedge, 786. If Cardano gets bad again, look for that magic number 69 cents to maybe place a buy.
There's a full moon tomorrow too. Keep in mind, if you guys are into the full and the new moon, usually we pump.
I've heard that
after full moons.
So we can get a nice pump.
We're probably going to hit a bottom here. We're going to be pumping here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So I won't look at band. We'll look at Bitcoin. We'll look at Bitcoin one more time here, just for everybody that I got a light that's like flickering in here now. Like, you guys see that? That's bugging the hell out of me. Bitcoin, everybody, is symmetrical triangle squeeze. If we look at this thing, we kind of went over this earlier in the stream, so I'm just going to cover it quickly. But we might have a nice bull flag pull that is happening here, and we might be setting up for a breakout to the upside. So we will look at, bear with me 1 second here.
I love when you say that. Bear with me.
So we have Bitcoin market cap dominance, which is going kind of crazy right now. I've been really tracking this thing hard, and bear with me. There we go. I said it again. I got to fix this light here. I've got to adjust my light here quick. I apologize. So Crypto Airborne is going to talk about his favorite rash creams right now.
What the heck?
Nah, I don't really have any favorite rash creams.
Okay. So I'll never forget. One of the first videos I ever saw on YouTube was Marcos and Crypto Airborne applying rash creams on each other's backs at the beach.
Oh, no.
Just kidding. So here we go. Bitcoin market cap dominance. It's kind of in this slow motion. You could almost make the argument that this could be a descending triangle or even like a slow motion falling wedge. So, I mean, part of me is like, damn, if Bitcoin market cap dominance doesn't break out here, we're going to see this thing really suffer, 5-10%. But this is like the classic example of a bull pennant. And this is a really bullish sign. So when you start to hear of bull pennant and bull flag pulls and stuff like that, this is exactly what we're seeing. So this is a very extremely bullish pattern that we're in right now. And it wouldn't surprise me to see market cap dominance as far as Bitcoin's concerned to really start taking off. So just
is there a time sequence on Bitcoin dominance that you've ever done before?
Yeah, I have. But I must have deleted it off here. So we'll throw up a little time sequence. I'm liking this swing low to this swing high. Okay, that's not really producing much. So we'll go this swing high to this swing low. What do we got here? Okay, so this is kind of interesting. Bear with me 1 second. I just heard a huge crash upstairs. So bear with me. I'm just going to check my security cameras. So, I mean, right here we kind of have a time sequence indicating that there might be some sort of possible turnaround around October 22nd. Right here, nothing too spectacular. But right here, it did kind of pinpoint the area where volatility increased, and now we saw price kind of shoot up shortly after. But what I want to do here is just throw this up. So I mean, there's nothing really like crazy time sequencey stuff happening. But just bear with me 1 second here. I just gotta check my cameras because I heard that crash happen.
You got a cat?
Unfortunately.
Is that the same cat that you had when I came?
Yes. It's called.
Did you have 2 of them or 1? I thought.
Well, the good cat we had died, and these are both my wife's cats. And so the good cat that I loved died, unfortunately. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love the other cat, but my nickname for that cat is Shittens, because it is just a.
Yeah, I don't think you have to explain that one. No.
Yeah, it's like Carol Baskin from the Tiger King wrapped up in a cat. It's fucking driving me nuts. So Ethereum, folks, how many of you guys are holding a little ETH?
I sold all mine. I bought it 200 and sold it like 2,800.
Attaboy. Yeah, I haven't held ETH for some time. Last time I held it, it was at like $1,000 or $2,000. I bought 4 of them, and then it went up to like 4,000. But of course, I sold off at like 2,500 or something.
Most of us did that were holding from like the 200 or even 1,000. I think a lot of us did. Ooh, ETH is garbage. Ooh, that's a strong statement.
Yep, coming from Crypto TA, who we've had on our channel here. Awesome technical analysis guy there. But Ethereum is
the gas fees are garbage.
Oh,
I agree.
For sure. I absolutely agree. Yeah, everybody agrees. Crypto TA has his own line.
Oh, he said gas fees too.
Yeah, that's good stuff. We got to get Crypto TA on the Thursday night lives again. It's been a while since we've done regular Thursday night lives, and we're just gonna run. Yeah, it's fun. We're gonna really probably extend this live stream out 10 minutes if you guys have time.
I'm good.
So we're at an hour 5 minutes, going a little bit longer. I think it's just because we've got good old ApeCoin going ape right now.
Yeah, and we got a good amount of people on too. So
yeah, that is true.
Nice.
Yeah, Ethereum. I mean, it's in the symmetrical triangle squeeze, and I do think that we might see Ethereum rip back up to about 3,500 here if we can get past this 50 moving average. Ichimoku Cloud is telling us that it is very thin, so there's not that much resistance that price action has to really travel through to get back up to these levels.
Can you, for my audience or just for the audience here, explain the Ichimoku Cloud and kind of how that works a little bit, or just kind of where we're at, how that would work?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, I can get a touch on this a little bit.
Thank you.
So, I like to use the Ichimoku Cloud primarily when price is like pumping or dumping. It's my tool that I use to really either buy the dip or sell off at like the top or as close to it as I can. And once you start Ichimoku Cloud trading, you'll notice these red and green clouds. And so basically, these red clouds indicate some sort of a bearish trend, possibly. And when we start to see a thin red cloud like that, it's not really that much of a bearish trend. But I mean, we can see that when we start seeing these red clouds produce, there's a little bit of a bearish trend, that's happening currently. So like right now, if I look at this chart, and this is a perfect example, of where I would use the Ichimoku Cloud to really to sell. I would be looking for, structure, Elliott wave theory. I'd be looking at like RSI, things like that. And you just kind of get a feeling for when price action is just too far away from the Ichimoku Cloud. And so when I start to see price way out here, I know that, okay, this thing's getting ready to dump because
dude, that's good.
Yeah, so the Ichimoku Cloud just has a tendency to kind of tell you, when things will kind of reverse. But you just kind of develop like this sixth sense. For example, right here, the Ichimoku Cloud, way out, far away from the cloud. You can sometimes expect price action to trade sideways or maybe get a nice little bounce back, depending on what's going on. It's just kind of an example. Other things,
you have to trade with other signals at the same time.
I do. It's just kind of what I do. But there's also a couple other things that I keep my eyes on, and one is this conversion line, which is this red line, and this blue line. This is called the baseline. Typically, you will see these two colors flip-flopped. A lot of people trade, this red line as a baseline, and a lot of people trade this blue line as a conversion line. I always thought it was easier to name this blue line the baseline because, I always used to think of it in the back of my head, blue base. It's easy to remember. Red is conversion. So when we start to see these conversion lines and these baselines set up, especially when they start trading parallel, what I like to see is this conversion line trading parallel with the baseline, just like it is right now. Once we start to see a little bit of an uptick from this conversion line, which is this red line, we'll see price action a lot of times just take off. So like for here example, we start to see this conversion line kind of tick up, and then the price just moons. So it doesn't happen all the time, but it's I've been trading Ichimoku Cloud for years and years and years, and it's just kind of something that's become. I will not make any moves without really trading with it. If I can avoid, I love Ichimoku Cloud. It's a Japanese form of trading, and there's some great videos on YouTube as well that can explain this.
So those two lines, are they part of the Ichimoku Cloud that you're telling us about? Okay, yes, so they come up when you do that. Okay, that's all I was wondering.
And so there's also something called the leading span, or a lagging span, excuse me. Some people will trade with this lagging span. It's just kind of like a delayed line that, it basically, it's this price action. It follows price action exactly. But for me, I don't trade with it. But you can see the conversion line is basically a 9-day moving average. The base is a 26. So if you think about it, they're just kind of like moving averages to boot. I'm a big fan of the 50 moving average and the 200. It's just what I use. So, but yeah, so let's look at this next one here. I know people are talking about CKB. I've got miners going back here, guys. I'm making 530 CKB a day.
Dang.
We got Crypto Daddy Pig in the house, and we will look at Jasmine for Crypto Daddy Pig. What's up, friend? So we will do that. But CKB has been in this nasty little channel to the downside. And really, if we look at this kind of is this. When we start talking about the A, B, C, D, E corrective waves that hit, we've got it.
It's right at the bottom of it. Yep. So it's ready for a correction, and it's already started.
Yep. Yep. So we might be getting a little bit of a reversal here if we can break through this trend line here. And here's another thing. I mean, price action is kind of far away from this cloud. Once we start to see this 50 moving average start arcing, along with this conversion line start ticking up, we might see a nice rush up to 0.012 7-ish, somewhere in there. The only thing with the Ichimoku Cloud trading is that sometimes price action has a difficult time getting through the thicker parts of the cloud. It has a very easy time getting through thinner parts of the cloud. Now, it's not to say that it can't make it through thicker parts of the cloud, because it can. But you can see how right here, Ichimoku Cloud was targeted at its thinnest point by price action. Same with right here when it crashed through this cloud.
Right.
But so it just kind of is what it is. But I think that CKB, in the grand scheme of things, might be kind of filling out this ascending triangle pattern. I do think that there is a chance that if the market recovers, everything seems to be somewhat of slightly bullish sentiment lately. But 3.5 cents here. What a cool thing that would be. We might see a retracement back down to 2-cent levels, somewhere in there, if things can remain solvent. But when we start looking at the RSI, we've got some nasty dark sub 30-point RSI levels that recently in March, end of February. We can see that whenever we've hung around these levels for a while, price action has always kind of pumped, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking 3.5 cent. I did a video on CKB a couple of weeks ago, and it was like, I was telling people, I said, I think this thing's going to go to 3.5 cents. And it didn't people got to understand, like, this isn't going to happen overnight. It certainly could. But, this pattern takes time to fill out. So, yeah. So
well, the market's so uncertain right now, too. Like, if we were in more of a certain market, that probably would have already started to take off. But just everybody's so unsure right now, and that just shows the strength of this because it's happening despite the market. So that's what I like to see.
Yep, I agree.
Where's Ape at yet? Where is that at? 11:35 right now?
11:35. And bear with me one second. I hate how when I reset my... This is on Hike and Ashy. What the hell? There we go. So another thing that I like to use, guys, is the Hike and Ashy candlesticks. It's another form of Japanese trading. I'm a big fan of Japanese trading, as you guys can tell. So here is that rising wedge, and you can see what happened. Yep. So this thing, in my opinion, is getting ready to drop like it's hot, simply because, bear with me, I'm dealing with this third-party chart right now, folks, so I do apologize. But we can see price kind of condensing down, and now we've seen price come outside of this rising wedge. It's come back up to test this lower trend line, and it has failed. And now we are seeing a little bit of a breakdown here.
Yeah, because look at that volume before that breakdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's not good.
So that was a bull trap. Now we're starting to see this bearish volume kick in here.
Yeah, because that volume was people selling at the top.
Yeah, for sure. It was. Yeah. So yeah, this thing is interesting right now. And this, I'll tell you what, though, even though we've got a rising wedge here, this thing could be, I was just going to say, could be setting up for an epic move to the upside.
Did it just go back up into the line?
Dude, did it just go like that?
Well, I was just going to suggest that we could be seeing like this epic bull pennant.
I love crypto.
Or an ascending triangle, and like soon as, before I could even get it out of my mouth, this thing.
That was like the Wojak video. Right? Boom. Real time. Oh, we gotta go back and record that as like a Twitter thing.
That's funny.
Dude, that candle was huge. Did you see that jump?
Yeah. It's because the volume. I was like talking about, look at that volume. People sold at the top. They're like, oh yeah.
This thing jumped like 30 cents in a minute.
That was awesome.
We'll come back to this.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So we won't look at Dogecoin. Let's take a quick look at Jasmine for Crypto Daddy Pig, who is a VGX hero.
This was recently listed on Voyager too, but I don't know anything about it.
I had people blowing me up trying to get me to look at Jasmine.
Yep. My friends love this coin.
Okay.
I don't know why, but so that's why I make videos, and my videos always do good about this too. So really? there's an interest in it.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know anything about it or anything like that. So
yeah, I'm just learning about it too.
So I mean,
wow, it's in the cloud. How can it be in the cloud like that?
Pumping through it.
Oh yeah, it's pumping. So it looks like I might have looked at Jasmine before.
Yeah, unless someone hacked
December. No, I might have looked at this before, way back in the day.
Right.
This really looks a lot like the ICP chart, kind of. It's just this decline. But anyways,
but if you looked at it at the beginning, it would have looked more like the ape coin.
Yeah, for sure.
On the other side of that, you can't really see the way it looks now because it's all down. But at the beginning, I'm telling you, these both look like ape coin at the beginning.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Careful. Crazy. So I think like here we have Jasmine, kind of piggybacking off this this ape coin. This thing is kind of squeezing like a little bit of a rising wedge. Now it's kind of a tough one to tell or sell for that matter. Let's just look at this thing a little bit. I mean, you might be able to make the argument that this thing's going to squeeze up to maybe 31 cents or something like that. And there certainly could be some sort of, let's see what we got here. I know Crypto Daddy Pig is the king of the GAN box. I'd love to see him do that on this. So there may in fact be some sort of Elliott wave theory move here already in play. Let me just check this. See what percent this is. 65%, about 1/7 of a cent. Let's see what this move was here. Oh yeah, yep. So this definitely could be Elliott wave theory, no doubt about it. So I would watch for this thing to possibly maybe make a little bit of a concession. I mean, we're seeing these longer wicks on top of this candle, so that tells me that people are selling off a little bit. But good news is that we don't have any of these wicks on the bottom, so people are not the bears are not winning during this session. Let's just look at this on the daily.
Ape's pumping again, by the way.
Is it? Ape.
Wow.
Yeah, this thing, Airborne always kind of talks about crypto defined TA, and this is a kind of a somewhat of a good example of it.
TA has done me dirty lately.
Yeah, it can. That's for sure. So, yeah, I would say this 30-cent area, maybe watch out for maybe some sort of slight retracement. This one's just kind of a tougher read.
I'm going to upload this video to my website.
Yeah, you should. And then let's see what we got here. I'm just kind of looking at these. Everybody went over this. Let's go ahead here and pull up Sia coin. I like Sia coin. I'm mining it. I'm mining it right now.
I am still. I forgot about it.
I
see a lot of tweets by them, but I'm just mining and passive income into my crypto.com app.
I think I had sold all my Sia coin at about like 0.01 something. It was before a huge dump. It might have been somewhere up in here. Yeah. It was actually, I shifted my miner over to mine Handshake, and that was...
Where can you even send that? There's like no exchanges.
Mexi is what I used to sell it. So I had a bunch of HNS. I mined like $60-$70 worth over a couple months time. So yeah, it is what it is. But now I have about 1,000 Sia coin. I think I'm mining like 80 coins a day. So we'll have to see. and we are running long here. So I think see a coin, symmetrical triangle squeeze. We've got this 50 moving average. This is looking like one of these plays where this thing could rip right up to this penny and a half level. We'll just have to wait and see. That's about all I got for SIA. Let's look at Voyager Token, right? Because I know there's a lot of people probably in here that hold Voyager Token. I just bought a couple $100 worth of Voyager Token on the stream just now after I cashed out all my original investment of ApeCoin. God damn, look at this thing, guys. $12. It's ripping.
$12 yet?
It's $12 almost. It ripped up to $11.95.
12 on the Voyager app. It went up to. Jeez.
Really? We'll do Crow for Alejandro.
So guys, I'm a fan of the Voyager app, but I'm not a fan of the withdrawal fees. Is it still $25 a piece for withdrawals?
I don't
know.
It just all depends on what I guess you're withdrawing. Do you mean like US
Bitcoin or just anything that I've taken off of there? It's cost anywhere between 10. Like I've tried Dash. Dash was the cheapest. It cost me like $8. So a lot of
do you mean like transfer to like another somewhere else?
Yeah, like a wallet, like just a cold storage wallet from Voyager, to a wallet.
Oh, see, I don't do that.
You just keep it on site?
Yeah, I'm not the greatest one.
Maybe that's what I should do then.
People
just
in the comments
on site.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea. Thank you. Actually.
Yeah, it all just depends. I mean, I don't do much transfers, so I don't know. But
that's probably a better idea.
Yeah. I used to hold my CKB on there, and then I don't anymore because I can't lock it up in the DAO. I mean, it's 3%, but I locked up 250,000 CKB like a week and a half ago, and shit, that's already made me over 200 CKB for free. So
did you see the latest Reddit AMA? There was a question about staking CKB on a Voyager app. They said that someone from Voyager is in contact with someone from Nervos, so they're already in contact. So who knows when it's going to be? But that was the latest news that I heard about them getting the staking portion on Voyager.
That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, so Voyager Token, I know people have been seeing this same chart that I've had up now forever. But I called this, you know what I'm saying? Inverse head and shoulders. We are nearing the end of the road for this to happen. And I'm hoping that we get a nice breakout with Voyager to the upside. I'm just looking at this on a daily, though, and I'm seeing this doji star. There's still 20 hours left on this candle, so that is a good thing. But typically when we start seeing these doji stars or spinning tops, it's a good indication that, hey, there's a reversal possibly coming. Here's a good example of it right here. Here's spinning tops here, especially after we start seeing all these full body candles. When you start seeing these full body candles shake down, and then we start seeing these spinning tops and stars happen. Here's a great example. There's a Fibonacci time sequence on a small spinning top. It told us volatility was incoming, and boom, the bottom fell out. So I'm really hoping that Voyager Token can break through this 50 moving average, which is about $1.75. It's really been hammering at it. I've been noticing. So if we can get this move, and this conversion and baseline are just tangling with each other. So I think the next stop for Voyager Token could be right around this $2.50 level if things go good. So I've been loading up, but worst case scenario, we're back down to like $1.46, somewhere in there, to test that. We may in fact be seeing some sort of Wyckoff pattern that could possibly play out here. If that does happen, what I'm looking for is for price to really shoot to the upside and really form some sort of symmetrical triangle or bull pennant flag. So that's Voyager Token right now, folks. It's squeezing harder and harder every day. Let's take a look at crypto. Yeah, that is what she said. In the back of
Hey, Crypto Airborne, what's your @ on Twitter so I can shout you out?
Crypto_Airborne.
Okay, thanks.
And so crypto.com, we can see just looking at this daily chart, folks, this thing is in this really wild symmetrical triangle squeeze as well, pressing on this 200 moving average and this 50 moving average. So this thing's really squeezing, and it has been squeezing pretty much since the end of February, somewhere in there. It's got a decent setup, though. Really thin Ichimoku Cloud here. So it's going to be easy for price action to bounce upwards. But for the time being, if you see crypto.com trading above 46 cents, you'll know that you're in the clear. If you see this thing trading below 35-ish cents, things might be starting to break down. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But there is this possibly some sort of ABCDE corrective wave that might have taken place. We just don't know. And we're going to end this live stream here after we do ICP quick. And look at this. The total crypto market cap on the daily is up over the last few days. There it is. ICP.
Insane Clown Posse.
That's the one thing I don't like about their
dude. Every time I hear that, is it just me? I always think of that. Whenever
I think of it too.
I think because we're all around the same age. I don't know, but ICP. Every time you guys say that, that's the first thing I think.
And if you go to share it with the hashtags, that's what comes up too, like a bunch of old ICP songs. So.
I want to listen to some now after this.
Just a bunch of metal. So with ICP,
it's wrapped
on the daily chart, we can see that we got this Fibonacci time sequence that I set from this swing high to this swing low, predicted a reversal point here, predicted a reversal point here. I mean, guys, this thing is about ready to cruise right up to this $19-ish level to test the 50, I presume. This is a falling wedge, so that is a nice bullish sign, but I'm hoping that we see ICP climb through this cloud and come up to test this 200 moving average somewhere around this $30 level is what I'm hoping. And if that does happen, this thing could possibly be setting up for some sort of inverse head and shoulders on more of like a massive scale. You know, by the end of the year, it wouldn't surprise me to see this thing way up here, maybe 80s.
A lot of the projects are actually coming into full, fruit right now, and as well as new projects being built. So that also is going to affect the price in a positive way.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And so, here we could maybe see this argument of this inverse head and shoulders. We do have somewhat of a neckline that could possibly form. So I'm very bullish on internet computer, just off the charts, but also from what I've learned from Bitcoin Renegade and kind of what he's been talking about. So if you guys are interested in learning about ICP, check him out. But I think we're going to go ahead and kind of wrap things up after we check on ApeCoin, which is going ape. My goodness. Let's see if this thing crushes another.
Any blonde ladies, beware. The apes are coming.
It's making higher lows.
It's, yeah. Here we go. So I don't know what's going on with this thing. It looks like it's about ready to crash. But I wish I had a trading view chart, like an actual legit chart to trade this with. So it disappoints me that we don't have that. But yeah, big shout out to Bitcoin Renegade, guys. I will drop his link in the live stream comments here. Also, big shout out to Airborne. Once again, thanks for coming on the channel. They've also got YouTube channels. Here is Airborne's, and we'll get to that in a second. And Here's Bitcoin Renegade. We'll drop him in the comments section. And we'll go ahead and pin this stuff too in the comments section. So check these guys out. Subscribe. They got a lot of good stuff going on. So with that said...
Yeah, I need to go subscribe to him too.
What's that?
I need to go subscribe to Crypto Airborne now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Just I think I'm subscribed to Renegade.
Cool.
Thank you. If not, I am right now.
Yeah, it's always good to network. So, I look forward to,
especially with good
having
people.
Yeah, for sure. So I hope you guys will join me another time. We do a live stream. So is a lot of fun tonight. So I just want to thank you guys. It's been an hour and a half. I was only intending for this to go 30 minutes to, an hour. It always just seems like everything always goes longer than we expect, especially when we get some good momentum going and some really good topics. So it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Yeah. So I think we're going to pretty much wrap it up here, guys. So thanks again for being here. Your channels will be linked in the comments section and the description so people can find you. We'll see you guys all on the next episode.
All right. Take care. Thanks.
Goodbye and good Bitcoin.
Hey, wait a second. Bitcoin Renegade. I want to see you do. I want your signature exit. All right. Yeah.
I don't like to take over, so I'm just dude. Kinda, all right.
No, I love that, dude.
All right. That being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang.